Welcome to our English podcast, where I'm Alex, your guide to mastering English pronunciation. Today, we're diving into Improve Your English Accent Fast, a story designed to enhance your language skills through engaging narratives and practical tips. As you listen, I'll introduce complex vocabulary and notable grammar choices, providing quick explanations to ensure clarity and understanding. Together, we'll explore themes of language mastery, cultural immersion, and self-improvement, all while building your confidence. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this journey to refine your English accent with ease and enjoyment. Standing in the heart of a bustling city square, I felt the rhythmic pulse of life all around me. The hum of traffic intertwined with the chatter of people, creating a symphony of urban sounds. As I took a deep breath, I welcomed you to join me on this journey, a journey not only of language but of self-discovery and growth. I remember my own struggles with language barriers vividly. There were times when words felt like insurmountable obstacles, each syllable a tiny mountain I had to climb. I often found myself lost in translation, my thoughts trapped behind a wall of unfamiliar sounds. Yet, these challenges taught me resilience and empathy, and I hope my anecdotes, meaning stories, can resonate with you, setting a tone of understanding and camaraderie. The air was rich with the aroma of street food, a tantalizing blend of spices and sizzling meats that grounded me in the present moment. It reminded me of the vibrant tapestry of cultures and languages that make up our world. Here, in this lively square, I felt a connection to all those who have ever struggled to make themselves understood in a foreign tongue. I want you to see your unique accent not as a flaw, but as an integral, meaning essential, part of your identity. Embrace it, for it tells a story of where you come from and who you are. Confidence in your voice is the first step towards mastering any language, and I am here to guide you in building that confidence. Our plan for mastering English pronunciation is simple yet effective. We'll use engaging stories and practical tips as our core method. Through these narratives, you'll find yourself not just learning, but living the language. Imagine yourself navigating conversations with ease, your words flowing naturally and effortlessly. The scene shifted as I moved to a nearby park, where the asterisk salubrious breeze, meaning health-giving, offered a moment of reflection and calm. The gentle rustling of leaves and the distant chirping of birds provided a serene backdrop, a perfect contrast to the city's vibrant energy. Here I found clarity and purpose ready to inspire and motivate you through personal connection and shared experiences. My voice, I hope, comes across as clear and approachable. I aim to be your companion on this path, encouraging you to push beyond your limits and discover the power of language. Together, we can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Imagine a scenario where you, too, are standing in a bustling square, confidently engaging with those around you. Were you to embrace this journey fully, subjunctive mood for hypothetical scenarios, the possibilities would be endless. Language mastery is not just about pronunciation. It's about opening doors to new worlds and experiences. As I leave you with these thoughts, I hope you're inspired to take the next step. The journey may be long, but with each word you master, you'll find yourself closer to your goals. Let us embark on this adventure together, where every sound and syllable becomes a stepping stone toward fluency. And so, with the city square bustling behind me and the park's tranquility ahead, I invite you to join me. Let's make this journey one of discovery, confidence, and transformation. The city was alive with sound. Horns blared in a chaotic symphony, voices mingled in a myriad of languages, and somewhere in the distance, a street performer strummed a guitar. This cacophony, meaning a harsh mixture of sounds, was my classroom today. I stood amidst it all, letting the city's noise wash over me, each sound a lesson in the music of language. As I listened, I thought about how each sound had its own resonance, meaning deep, full sound, like the echo of footsteps in a narrow alley. Resonance is crucial in pronunciation. It's the difference between a word that falls flat and one that rings true. The city was a perfect teacher, its sounds bouncing off buildings and swirling around me, each one a note in the grand orchestra of urban life. Active listening is an art, and it's vital for mastering pronunciation. I remember when I first moved to a city where English was the dominant language. The initial barrier felt insurmountable, each conversation a hurdle, but as I tuned into the sounds around me, I began to pick up the subtle nuances of vowels and consonants. I learned to listen not just with my ears, but with my entire being. Empathy grew from this struggle, a shared understanding with those who faced similar challenges. One day, I was in a cafe, trying to order a simple cup of coffee. The barista couldn't understand my accent, and I felt a familiar flush of embarrassment. But instead of retreating, I listened closely to how others placed their orders. I mimicked the way they shaped their words, the rise and fall of their sentences. Slowly, I found my voice blending into the rhythm of the city. To practice vowel sounds, I suggest something unconventional. Mimic the noises of the city. The honk of a car can teach you the sharpness of an A, while the murmur of a crowd can help you master the softer O. Listen to the way the wind whistles through the trees, or the distant hum of traffic. These are not just sounds, they are tools, each one a stepping stone to clearer speech. Find similar sounds in your own environment. Perhaps it's the chirp of crickets at night, or the gentle rustle of leaves. These sounds carry the same lessons, waiting to be discovered. Never have I heard such clarity in city sounds. Inversion, auxiliary, plus subject, plus verb. The city, in its bustling chaos, offered clarity, a clarity I had never known before. As I stood there surrounded by the vibrant life of the city, I felt a sense of purpose. The serendipity, meaning unexpected good fortune, of learning in everyday moments was a gift I wanted to share. Embrace these moments, I urge you. Let the world around you become your tutor. Each sound is an opportunity, each moment a chance to grow. With a final deep breath, I took in the symphony of the city once more, feeling the rhythm of its heart. This journey of language is not just about words, it's about finding your voice in the world, and that, my friends, is a journey worth taking. The forest enveloped me in its tranquil embrace, the mellifluous rustle of leaves, meaning sweet-sounding, creating a gentle symphony. The air was crisp, carrying the murmur of a nearby stream, a soothing backdrop to the scene. I paused to take it all in, letting the serenity wash over me. The leaves had been rustling, past perfect continuous for background, had plus been plus present participle, since dawn, their sibilant quality, meaning hissing, echoing the soft whispers of the wind. As I walked along the narrow path, I couldn't help but draw parallels between the consonant sounds we often overlook and the natural music surrounding me. The sibilant rustling reminded me of the subtle S sounds in English, soft, yet distinct. I stopped by a particularly vibrant patch of foliage and encouraged my listeners to tune in. Listen closely, I said, my voice warm and inviting. Notice how the leaves mimic the sounds we make. It's a natural exercise in pronunciation. I suggested an exercise inspired by the forest's own symphony. Try to mimic the cadence, meaning rhythmic flow of the stream, I advised. Let your words flow gently, as water over stones. The stream's gentle babble was a perfect model for smooth speech, each word rolling off the tongue with ease. Never have I heard such harmony, I remarked, emphasizing the beauty of nature's language. Inversion for emphasis, auxiliary plus subject plus past participle. It's as if the forest itself is speaking to us. I knew that mastering pronunciation could be daunting, but I wanted my listeners to feel reassured. Think of it as tuning into nature, I said. Just as you listen to the forest, listen to the sounds you make. With practice, you'll find your voice. The forest had become a classroom, its lessons woven into the fabric of the day. I continued to walk, offering tips and encouragement. Remember, each sound has its place, just like each leaf in the canopy. With time, you'll master the symphony of English. The path wound deeper into the woods, the sounds of nature accompanying us like a gentle guide. I felt a sense of peace, knowing that each step brought my listeners closer to their goals. The forest, with its mellifluous and asterisk sibilant whispers, had become a partner in our journey. As I prepared to leave the tranquil setting, I left my listeners with a final thought. Nature's language is all around us, I said. Embrace it, and let it guide you to clarity and confidence. The day was drawing to a close, but the lessons of the forest lingered. In the quiet moments, as the sun dipped below the horizon, I felt a renewed sense of purpose. There was a subtle hook in the air, a promise of new discoveries waiting just beyond the next bend. In the heart of the city, where the asterisk cacophony, meaning loud mixture of sounds, of honking cars and chattering pedestrians, created a symphony of urban life, I found myself contemplating the importance of confidence in pronunciation. The bustling streets were a reminder of the diverse settings where language plays a crucial role. Imagine yourself in a crowded cafe, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingling with the soft hum of conversation. Here, words must be clear, each syllable distinct, to cut through the ambient noise. Then, picture a quiet library, where whispers carry as clearly as a shout. Precision in pronunciation becomes paramount, each word a gentle ripple in the silence. Finally, envision a lively market, vibrant with the calls of vendors and the laughter of shoppers. Here, language is dynamic, a tool to engage and connect. I remember my own journey vividly. There was a time when standing in front of a group to speak felt like facing a firing squad. My heart would race, my palms would sweat, yet it was through these anecdotes, meaning short personal stories, that I learned to conquer my fears. One particular memory stands out, a presentation in a foreign language class, where every mispronounced word felt like a spotlight on my inadequacies. But it was in those moments of vulnerability that I discovered the power of perseverance. To boost confidence, I often recommend visualization. Picture yourself speaking with ease, your words flowing like a gentle stream. Positive self-talk is another powerful tool. Remind yourself that you are capable, that each attempt is a step closer to mastery. These techniques, simple yet profound, can transform fear into courage. Practice, I emphasize, is the cornerstone of improvement. The efficacy, meaning effectiveness of regular practice, cannot be overstated. It reduces anxiety, turning apprehension into anticipation. Mistakes, I assure my listeners, are not failures but stepping stones. They are an integral part of the learning process, each one a lesson in disguise. Never have I felt more liberated. I often tell them, using inversion for emphasis, auxiliary plus subject plus past participle. The moment you let go of the fear of making mistakes, a salubrious breeze, meaning health-giving, seems to sweep through you, bringing relief and clarity. If I were to suggest subjunctive mood, hypothetical situation, one thing to remember, it would be this. Language is a living, breathing entity. It evolves with us, adapts to our needs. So should your approach to mastering it. Embrace the journey, with all its twists and turns. As I conclude, I urge my listeners to practice continuously and persevere. The path to fluency is not a sprint, but a marathon. Each word spoken is a stride forward, each sentence a testament to your progress. And as the city hums around me, I leave them with a thought, a subtle hook to carry them forward. What new doors will open when you speak with confidence? The possibilities are as endless as the horizon.
Thanks for tuning in to the English Peak Listening Podcast. We're glad to be part of your English learning journey, from beginner to advanced. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, share, and leave a review. Keep practicing, stay motivated, and see you in the next episode.